Now on Good Morning Northwest, Washington lawmakers looking to lower the legal blood alcohol limit to drive, while some are saying the efficacy is questionable.
And we have wet roads and a little bit of rain still lingering out there this morning. There's more to come. I'll help you plan out your day.
And a local school district losing out on much needed funding due to a state law. Why a bill in the legislature looking to change that. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Rob King. It's Friday, January 30th. Robin and Natalie have the morning off. And meteorologist Matt Gray joining us this morning with your first alert forecast.
So quite a bit of rain overnight, and so a lot of wet roads as we start off our day. The difference between this morning and the last couple of days is we don't have to worry about slick roads with temperatures in the middle and upper 30s across much of the inland Northwest, including here in Spokane, sitting at 39 degrees. Here's the radar view over the last couple of hours. We've been on the backside of this round of rain that pushed through very early this morning, and so just some light showers still continuing, mainly in the mountains of North Idaho, and then a couple of sprinkles around the Palouse area and in Okanagan County. So still a little bit of light sprinkling going on around Coeur d'Alene, around Lake Coeur d'Alene as you head to the Beauty Bay area. All of that quickly moving out of our area, and we will see a break for a good portion of the morning. However, you still want to have umbrella, some sort of rain gear here for the afternoon, especially if your plans take you outside for the second half of the day. Those rain chances will start rising again as we get into the middle and later portions of the afternoon hours. It will continue to be unseasonably warm. You can probably guess that with how warm it is as you step out the door this morning. It'll be a little less damp over the weekend, and yes, we are talking 50s in the extended forecast coming up in a few minutes.
We are following some breaking news. Former CNN journalist Don Lemon is locked up. Lemon was taken into custody last night following anti-ICE protests that disrupted a Minnesota church service. The protesters say the pastor of the church is tied to ICE. Lemon says he was just there reporting and plans to fight the arrest. Meanwhile, the countdown is on. Lawmakers race to avoid another government shutdown. Months ago, Senate leaders reached a deal to keep most agencies funded through September. But there's a catch. They only funded the Department of Homeland Security, which included ICE, just for 2 weeks.
Need to rein in ICE and end the violence.
Democrats say DHS funding should come with some changes to how ICE operates, like limits on how warrants are used, along with ICE agents removing their mask and wearing body cameras, and following a code of conduct similar to state and local police.
There's a lot of earnest work going on in a bipartisan way to try to avert a shutdown.
Even if the Senate votes today, final approval could be delayed until Monday. This all plays out as a national strike is underway across the country today. Organizers are asking people to stay home from work, school, and shopping. So here at home, don't feel surprised if some local businesses are closed. It's all tied to recent ICE activity nationwide. It's important to note that most federal agencies have money for the year, so this shutdown would look a little bit different than before. For example, SNAP benefits would not stop, but air travel could be disrupted and federal workers could miss paychecks. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
All right, Hannah, thanks. A proposed bill making its way through Olympia could make our streets safer. State lawmakers are considering lowering the legal blood alcohol limit from 0.08 to 0.05. The proposal comes as DUI arrests surge statewide. Washington State Patrol arrested 946 people for DUIs in Spokane County in 2025. Now that's 300 more than 2021. Traffic safety officials say impairment ranks as the top cause of fatal crashes in Washington, but some are raising concerns about how effective this change would actually be.
The deterrence factor may not be as impactful as our state legislature believes, because the deterrence is for somebody that would be in between that 0.05 to 0.08 range and having them make the decision of whether they're going to have another glass of wine with dinner. Often DUIs result in BAC levels mostly above 0.12 and above.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says a BAC of 0.05 can impact coordination and the ability to steer. The bill has already passed the Senate, now heads to the House, and if passed, Washington would join Utah as the states with the lowest legal limit in the country. Also in Olympia, a bill moving through the legislature could provide much-needed relief for the Medical Lake School District. The school district serves students both on and off Fairchild Air Force Base. It's been struggling with funding for school construction projects. Hallett Elementary faces a capacity crisis and needs major renovations. The current state funding system blocks Hallett from receiving money because another school in the district has not reached capacity. But that school, Michael Anderson Elementary, is on the base. The school can hold 600 students, but it only has 400 right now. And there's a reason for those empty seats.
You can't just shift people over because they're not military connected. You know, these students aren't necessarily able to go onto military installations. It's a secured facility.
That's State Senator Leonard Christian, the sponsor of this bill. The district estimates it could receive $14 million in state matching funds if the bill passes. Without the new legislation, Medical Lake residents would have to pay for renovation through local taxes. Senate Bill 5901 now heads to the Senate Ways and Means Committee. The Spokane Police Department says it's arrested 5 teens for charges, including kidnapping, assault, and robbery. The arrests come after police received a video showing a male being assaulted while restrained in a chair. The victim was also threatened with guns. Suspects' ages range from 15 to 17. 3 other cases will be handled in Spokane Superior Court, while the other 2 will stay in Juvenile Superior Court. Now, this is a live look at the skate ribbon in Riverfront Park this morning, where a special winter event is happening today. Spokane Public Schools and Launch Northwest are presenting Engage in Real Life Winterfest. Families can enjoy the Loof Carousel, the skate ribbon, and attend a conversation with the cast members from Disney's The Lion King, which is in town. The event runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and is free to attend. Sounds like a good time, and be sure to go see The Lion King. It's a great show. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:07. Matt Gray's here to tell you how handy you should keep your umbrella.
You should.
There we go.
There you go.
Done.
Yeah. This is going to be the rainiest day out of our forecast that we've got coming up here, as in we're expecting another round to come in this afternoon, and it is going to be all rain. Even up in our mountain locations, we're in the mid-30s, even at Lookout Pass this morning. So yeah, it is all wet roads and rain that we're tracking for you coming up.
And a new law in Venezuela making it easier for companies to invest in the country's oil. Coming up next, hear why President Trump urging U.S. companies to get in on the action. And a petting zoo in Coeur d'Alene welcoming some new furry guests. After the break, find out how you can meet this capybara family while they're in town. That's all next on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Convention and Visitors Bureau.
The selection and savings have never been better at Finley Downtown Toyota. Including an entire city block full of used, recent trade-ins, lease returns, and special purchases. So if you want the best price on a vehicle you're looking for, just go to FinleyToyotaSpokane.com to check out our inventory and get a quote. Plus, great financing is available now. This week at Finley.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
A pretty face or a nice body is not always the first thing people notice. Look at this picture. What do you see first? That's right, he is missing a tooth. Your smile and your teeth are often the first thing that people will see. By the way, did you also notice he is missing an eyebrow? So if your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking, you need to pay attention and get noticed today with Power Swabs. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and lift stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. There's no messy strips, trays, or lights. Just swab your teeth and go. Power Swabs is so effective, you can see up to 2 shades whiter teeth after just 1 5-minute application, and 6 shades whiter teeth in just 7 days with minimal to no sensitivity. So stop whitening your teeth the old-fashioned way and start using Power Swabs for a brighter, whiter smile in just 5 minutes.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised.
My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
The most surprising thing about using Power Swabs was that my veneers were taken care of and they were coming back to their original color. One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Join thousands of people out there just like you to whiten your teeth in as little as 5 minutes. Call or visit powerswabs.com today and get our Quick Stick Pen free. Your on-the-go solution to fight new stains from setting in after a cup of coffee, tea, or after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, officials in Fulton County, Georgia, say they're pursuing legal action after the FBI raided the county's election offices. Agents with a search warrant seizing 700 boxes of materials on Wednesday, which officials say contain ballots from 2020. President Trump has claimed for years that the 2020 election was stolen. FBI Director Kash Patel says a federal judge determined there was probable cause to carry out Wednesday's raid, but he did not elaborate. A Georgia Republican noted the judge who determined probable cause not appointed by Trump. The FBI director says it will take some time to go through the truckloads of evidence that was seized in that raid. Venezuela making it easier for foreign businesses to invest in its oil industry. A new law allows them to manage oil fields, a task formerly reserved for a state-owned company. The legislation meets a demand from President Donald Trump as he wants U.S. companies to invest in Venezuelan energy after the U.S. captured the country's leader. Some oil executives appear to have reservations about the idea for now. And President Trump said today he's nominating Kevin Warsh to be the 17th chair of the Federal Reserve. Warsh served as a Fed governor for 5 years under former President George W. Bush. A former inflation hawk, Warsh now favors lower interest rates, according to numerous recent public statements. If confirmed by the Senate, Warsh will take over the role from Fed Chair Jerome Powell, who Trump has repeatedly criticized for not lowering interest rates as quickly and dramatically as he would like.
Time now to plan out your day. So our rain from early this morning is leaving, so that'll leave us with a few spotty light showers, mainly in the mountains, and some areas of fog along with the cloud cover. For this afternoon, warm and a chance for rain as the second wave of moisture moves through the region. And then for tonight, we'll actually clear out a little bit, maybe see some stars in between the clouds. We'll also have a good chance for more fog to develop.
An indoor petting zoo in Coeur d'Alene welcoming some special guests this week. 3 baby capybaras. Big Red's Barn says it's temporarily babysitting the capybaras while they wait for warm weather to travel to their forever home. All visitors will be able to see the capybaras until Sunday and some limited hands-on encounters. Wouldn't that be fun to feed a capybara, give it some scritches? Good Morning Northwest time is 6:13. Another storm setting up to hit the East Coast just a week after another devastating blast. Coming up after the break, see how parts of the country bracing for a potentially dangerous deep freeze. And as the Gonzaga Bulldogs prepare to take on the St. Mary's Gales tomorrow, a favorite annual fundraiser also returning to Spokane. We'll have the details for you when Good Morning Northwest continues.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
This year, don't spend another winter in the cold when you can warm up and relax in a new hot tub or infrared sauna from Quality Spa Spokane at the North Division Y.
Whether you're looking for a romantic hot tub for 2 or something the whole family can enjoy, Quality Spas has over 60 different styles and models to choose from, with long-term financing available. That makes buying easy and affordable for anyone.
Life's just better in a spa.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. The knees, the hips, the lower back especially. If the foot isn't properly aligned, all of these joints are going to function incorrectly. That results in a lot of muscle tension and chronic pain. The right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment, so all the joints up the rest of the body will be aligned properly as well. And when the body's aligned, you're going to feel better and you're not going to have to spend so much time worrying and thinking about your pain.
See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
I'm Conan O'Brien, and I'm hosting the Oscars for the second time on March 15th. Why am I back? To settle some scores, take care of some unfinished business. Actually, I just left my mouth guard in the theater. They're expensive.
For muscle cramps and spasms, what's your move? The Hercules? Make the move to TheraWorks for fast muscle relief. Safe, gentle, and absorbs quickly for relief.
TheraWorks works.
Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
This is the American dream come true.
Shark Tank is casting for season 18.
This will determine your destiny. Help us grow this. I'm doing
Apply now for your chance to swim with the sharks.
I think this is your moment.
Shark Tank on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's another frigid morning for millions as the east braces for another snowstorm. And it could bring up to a foot of snow and strong winds to the mid-Atlantic, especially the Carolinas, where states of emergency have been declared. Then the storm will threaten coastal areas of the Northeast. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah.
This morning, the deep freeze creating more hazardous conditions across the country as another storm moves in. The roof of this building in Arkansas collapsing under the heavy snow. In Tulsa, this semi-truck jackknifing in slick conditions, ending up facing the wrong way after a car tried to merge into its lane. In Colorado, one person was killed and several injured when a plow truck lost control, crashing into a van, sending it down an embankment. And in Mississippi, a truck driver was stranded in the conditions on this interstate for a second night.
I'm completely stuck. I ran completely out of fuel.
At least 85 deaths are now blamed on the extreme weather, most of them in the South, where more than 220,000 power outages are still reported 6 days after the storm. People here in Tennessee lining up for food. Farther north, emergency crews in Pittsburgh braving frigid waters to rescue a woman whose car drove into a river.
I cannot say enough about the divers. It's sub-zero temperatures out there, and they actually had to dive through the ice.
In Philadelphia, this fight breaking out over a parking spot cleared of snow. One man was left in critical condition. Cars nearby are encased in ice after a pipe reportedly burst. That ice won't be melting anytime soon, as more than half the country faces brutal wind chills. It will feel like the 20s in Miami this weekend, single digits in Dallas, and a below-zero wind chill in Atlanta. The storm moving up the East Coast this weekend is expected to hit the Carolinas hard with blizzard conditions and up to a foot of snow in some areas. In Kentucky, it's so cold this family brought their newborn calf inside to snuggle on the couch. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Oh, to be a cow snuggling on a couch to escape the cold.
What do you do if your car is encased in the ice like that? You just bring out the pickaxe and just hope?
I think you just call out of work, call out of school. You're like, my car's frozen. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, see you next week, boss. There you go.
See if that flies. Well, we're not seeing anything close to those freezing temperatures
even
here.
Relatively close. Tell you what, we've been in this pattern all winter where more often than not, It is cold in the east. They're getting a heck of a winter.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, in the west, we have been very quiet and quite warm. And another lobe of this cold air in this purple color coming in behind this developing storm, this nor'easter that's, well, going to travel northeast right up the coast. And because of how cold it is already, that's why they're talking about southern states like Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina seeing snow and really nasty, nasty conditions as the winds pick up, as that storm continues to strengthen and move its way to the northeast across the country. So, yeah, some of the worst, nastiest winter weather we'll have seen all year happening in the Carolinas, and not even in the mountains either. Crazy stuff this winter's been across the country. Here, it's been crazy in a much more mild way, quite literally. We're at 39 degrees. We'll see a few areas of patchy fog this morning, but skies clearing up, at least temporarily, and lots of wet roads from some of the wet weather that came through earlier on this morning. Temperatures are so warm for the afternoon that it's off the scale here and into our banner at the top of the green. That says 46, by the way. So usually our average high this time of the year is about 36. So we're getting into that range now where we're getting about 10 degrees above our average with temperatures. And you know what? That goes for the mornings as well. Mid-20s is usually where we end up in the morning here in late January. Another chance for rain here for the afternoon. So we're going to get a second round here as a cold front tries to move in. I say cold front, not going to be that cold behind it for the weekend. But as we head towards kind of 3, 4, 5 o'clock, I would expect some more wet weather around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. We'll have another chance early in the day on Saturday to have maybe a sprinkle or two. We'll be looking for some off and on showers through the weekend in our northern valleys. So your rain chances, places like Kettle Falls, Medellin Falls, Priest Lake, Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, areas north of Highway 2, a lot higher than what we're seeing further south. You'll see these showers occasionally with these waves of moisture here. Saturday afternoon, well, looking pretty decent. And then more showers that'll be very hit or miss as we go through Sunday morning. We'll also see the occasional shower, mainly in our mountain areas, come Monday as well. And then things continue with that pattern. Remember, dry and warm in the west, cold in the east. It's setting up again for another week, and this time a really strong high parking right over the western United States. And this time for us, it means some very warm temperatures. I think we have a very good shot of hitting 50 degrees here at some point next week, perhaps multiple days next week. It is going to be quite warm to start February.
Might sit out, have dinner outside or something. Sit on the patio.
Yeah, if you get some sunshine along with that, you can sit on the porch and not have a problem at all.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks, Matt. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:22. A rivalry WCC conference game just ahead in Spokane. Sports Director Jack Wallace will preview the Bulldogs taking on the St. Mary's Gales. That's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
Welcome to Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swap & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swap & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. They got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swap & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509 999-9999.
It's 2026, and Bill's Heating is celebrating the new year with an incredible offer. $26 tune-ups for a limited time. That's a full professional heating system check to keep your furnace running safely, efficiently, and reliably through the heart of winter. Our service trucks are already on the road, and when a Bill's Heating technician pulls into your driveway, you know your comfort is in good hands. So call 208-777-5528 now to schedule your $26 tune-up. Bill's Heating, comfort you can count on.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Zags still sit unbeaten in conference play and look for their second straight win over St. Mary's. Trying to build off a WCC tournament title, Gonzaga primed for a big win with a 21-1 start. All helps by star big Graham Ike, now finally back. He combined with Jalen Warley will need to do their best to slow down top Gale scorer Paulius Morauskas, averaging over 19 points and almost 8 rebounds a game. In last season's WCC title game, the Lithuanian star managed 0 points on 0 for 7 shooting against the Zags, but he remains a big problem for GU to contend with. Warley spoke about this challenge and how the Zags can face it head on.
Yeah, no, he's really talented. They're well coached as well, so they put him in some really good spots. So I think it's just going to be a team defensive type of thing. We got a lot of guys who I think will make his life a little difficult, make his shots, maybe a little bit harder than he's accustomed to, but it'll come down to playing 5-on-5 so we can have great help defense and kind of pressure him and use, we're such a deep team, so we can use all the different size and lineups on them. I think it'll really bother him.
Warley and the Zags face the Gales tomorrow night at 7:30 in the Kennel. Gonzaga women's basketball let their healthy lead falter a little bit in their game at San Francisco last night, but recovered in overtime, posting a 74-66 road dub. Lauren Whitaker led the way in scoring with 17. True freshman Jaden Hale hauling in 13 rebounds off the bench. Zags led for almost 90% of this game and never trailed in overtime, outscoring 12-4 with the Dons. They next suit up for another road contest that's at the Washington State Cougars. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. Thanks for watching Morning Sports. Make sure to tune into 4 News Now tonight at 6 and Nightside.
Jack, thanks. ESPN analyst Sean Farnham will be on the call for Saturday's game, which means it's the return of Farnham Flatbread Night at the Davenport Tower today. The dish is named after Farnham, who loved the spicy shrimp and pesto flatbread at the Safari Room so much they named it after him. He'll be here tonight between 4 and 6 p.m. to deliver those flatbreads. He stopped by our studio to talk about how this could be the last Farnham Flatbread Night because the Zags and Gales won't be conference rivals next year when Gonzaga moves to the Pac-12.
It won't feel the same because it won't have the added significance of like, hey, this is for the NCAA tournament. What it will be is just a great game.
Seeds from the happy hour event will go to the American Cancer Society. It's great to see and always a good time when Sean stops by, visits us. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:27. As convicted killer Brian Kohberger spending the rest of his life in prison, a new bill working its way through the Idaho legislature looking to make sure he and others can't profit off the tragedies. We'll hear from one of the bill's sponsors. It's coming up next. And a lack of access to health care for women in Idaho helping push a rise in out-of-hospital births. Coming up, meet some of the midwives looking to meet that demand. Good morning, Northwest. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Okay, team, this year when people call the Easy Home Buyer, I want to offer more for their home. We're going to buy the home as is and close in as little as 14 days and give them a check. Let's go.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser. With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
You could owe less on your taxes this year. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. On my next Money Saving Monday, I'll break down the credits, deductions, and free filing options to help you save and how filing early fights fraud. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
It's time for the 4 News Now Story Tracker, following the stories people are reading about this morning. The World Health Organization reported 2 cases of Nipah virus in an eastern Indian state on Thursday. The rare virus kills more than half of those it infects. Classified by the CDC as a biosafety level 4 pathogen, the highest category alongside viruses like Ebola. Nipah has the potential to serve as an agent for bioterrorism. Though there have only been a few outbreaks and none in the U.S., Nipah is considered a public health threat because of its high case fatality rate, potential for human-to-human transmission, and lack of approved vaccines or treatment. Most commonly, it's been transmitted through direct contact with infected pigs or bats, the CDC says. Melania Trump's documentary premiered at the Kennedy Center last night ahead of its worldwide opening today. The First Lady says it shows the run-up to her return to the White House and how she juggles her business, philanthropy, and her family. But the film comes with quite a bit of controversy, including why Amazon paid $75 million to market the film, $28 million of that directly to the First Lady. The director, Brett Ratner, also under scrutiny. It's his first film since being accused of sexual assault by multiple women, accusation he denies. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Rob King. Robin and Natalie have the morning off, and it's finally Friday, January 30th, and Matt Gray is in with your First Alert forecast.
And we had a little bit of wet weather early this morning, but that has largely moved on. Just a couple of sprinkles around the Coeur d'Alene area. Lots of wet roads, warm temperatures, upper 30s right now, and you can see the top of the fog settling into the Spokane River for the falls down into the valley there before you get to the Bowl and Pitcher area this morning. Now, we look a broad look at the last couple hours across the region. A couple of areas still seeing some wet weather. It is rain in the valleys, places like Republic, Tenasket, and Omak. It is a winter mix at best around many of the areas of the Okanagan Highlands. The only place that's really seeing consistent snowfall is up on Sherman Pass, and that's over 5,000 feet. So a lot of these kind of middle elevations in our region are seeing, in many cases, rain on top of what little snow there is already, those mid-elevations. Light rain continuing around Troy, Deary into the Genesee area. We're also seeing a little bit of mix trying to keep itself going around the Camas Prairie this morning. We're going to take a break from the wet weather, most of us here for the next several hours, but as we get into the afternoon, those rain chances will be rising again. We'll take a closer look at that and help you plan out your weekend coming up.
We are following some breaking news. The judge in Luigi Mangioni's case could decide today if the death penalty is still on the table if he's convicted. Mangioni is accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson and has pleaded not guilty to all charges. But there's a twist. This comes as a Minnesota man is charged with impersonating an FBI agent and trying to break Mangioni out of jail. Officials say Mark Anderson showed up at the detention center in Brooklyn just before 7 Wednesday night with a barbecue fork and pizza cutter, claiming he had paperwork signed by a judge to release Mangioni. When the guards asked to see some credentials, prosecutors say Anderson showed them his driver's license. Anderson is now facing charges. Mangioni's jury selection is set for September 8th, and if the death penalty stays in play, his trial kicks off January 2027. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
All right, Hannah, thanks. A new bill in Idaho hopes to prevent convicted criminals from making money off selling their stories. Sponsors of the bill say high-profile cases like Brian Kohberger's trial inspired the bill. Several states have laws that require the profits from a criminal sale of their story for a book, movie, or other media to be put into an account and then distributed to victims. Idaho's law currently only applies to reenactments of crimes, so legislators decided it's time to update the regulations.
Technology's changed, and the way that we're able to bring about entertainment and things like that has changed. So yeah, in modernizing it, I wanted to make sure we were including things like podcasts and books and movies and appearances and licensing, things along those lines.
Sponsors of the bill expected to have widespread support in the House and Senate. If it passes, it would go into effect of July this year. Midwives across North Idaho seeing more expectant mothers seeking their services. State data shows out-of-hospital births increased by 2% in the Panhandle. Some North Idaho counties, like Bonner, have seen increases of up to 5%. Midwives attribute the increase to a few things. One is a growing interest in moms having babies outside of the hospital, and another is a lack of access to care.
We don't have enough midwives in this area to answer all of the inquiries. That's the true need right now.
Andrea Rolchin owns In the Vine Midwifery in Post Falls. Her facility features 2 birth suites designed to feel like home for expecting mothers. Medical experts say the surge started after the pandemic. And while it can be challenging for midwives to keep up with the rising demand, they believe this is filling a growing need, one birth at a time. Ramsey Elementary School in Coeur d'Alene placed on a safety hold yesterday afternoon when around 6 pounds of electronic blasting caps were brought to the police department for disposal. Police say demolition crews working at a home on East Lakeside Avenue found a safe in the basement of the property with the blasting caps inside around noon. Businesses in the area were alerted and streets temporarily closed as the Spokane Bomb Squad assisted Coeur d'Alene police with the blasting caps removal. Well, Home Depot has announced it cut 800 Atlanta-based corporate jobs, and the cuts mainly affect remote roles in the store's support center. The home improvement company said affected employees will get separation packages, transitional benefits, and job placement support. The company also announced all of its corporate employees will need to return to the office 5 days a week. That's starting in April. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:36, and Matt Gray is here to tell us how long that rain's going to be sticking around.
Yeah, so rain sticking around here for today. We'll have a break here this morning, and then more coming in the afternoon, and then still a few showers to kind of linger around this weekend. We'll take a closer look at your weekend and what you can expect. Look at that fog coming in off of the falls coming up.
And as the Super Bowl approaches, one Spokane charity getting a big boost from the NFL. We'll tell you about Friends of the Children Eastern Washington. It's coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
In our house, love comes in little bites.
Mom, you do this every time.
Quality control. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
All GE appliances are on sale, like this GE fridge, now only $14.99. That's a savings of $1,100. Stop by your local Fred's appliance today and shop the region's largest Get It Today inventory. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Come celebrate Spokane's Lunar New Year and the Year of the Horse at the Convention Center on February 14th. There will be lion dancers, dragon dancers, cultural performances, and activities for the whole family. Also, enjoy free samples of Asian food. The first 500 attendees will receive a swag bag, plus 5,000 red envelopes with over $20,000 worth of prizes will be given away. Spokane's Lunar New Year is organized by Spokane United We Stand.
JD is here. Turk! JD! Ready to receive.
Here we go.
Go Eagle! JD, I'm going down. No, engage your core, Sea-Bear. No,
You two idiots are perfect for each other.
my back.
Decades-old mysteries, shocking twists, killers who hid in plain sight. 4 News Now revisits the darkest moments in Spokane history. Watch the 509's most notorious crimes. Episode streaming now, only on KXLY+.
Welcome back. We've covered the dangers of PFAS for years. About 4,000 homes in Airway Heights are dealing with these forever chemicals in their water. It comes from firefighting foam used at Fairchild Air Force Base and the Spokane Airport. Now, a new study is being done to see if the water filters in their homes are actually removing PFAS from the drinking water. The Department of Defense installed more than 100 filters in homes aimed at making the water safe to use. But now homeowners want to know how well those filter systems are working.
PFAS is odorless, colorless, tasteless in parts per trillion. So there's no way for a homeowner to test whether the water coming out of the filter is actually pure.
Homeowners partnering with a professor from the University of Colorado who will lead a research project that involves the testing of 60 homes with existing filters to see if they're actually producing clean water. Now, if you're in need of clean water and qualify under the Fairchild Air Force Base study area, water delivery and filter sheds are available upon request.
A look now at your day as we help you plan it out. So a little bit of spotty rain still hanging around, but for the most part, we're seeing a few areas of patchy fog and cloud cover, which we are going to see throughout the day today. Not a whole lot of sun breaking through. Then for this afternoon, another round of rain is going to be pushing through. Temperatures are going to be feeling quite warm. We're talking about mid-40s. We already hit 40s yesterday, so it'll feel similarly mild. Then for tonight, rain moves out again. We'll see partly cloudy conditions and developing fog.
Well, as we continue to count down to Super Bowl 60, many fans cheering for the Seahawks, getting ready to take on the Patriots. One Spokane charity, Friends of the Children, Eastern Washington, cheering for another reason. Its national chapter was selected to receive a grant from the NFL's Inspire Change initiative. Local reps are hoping the attention surrounding the Super Bowl will shine a light on them as well.
Nationally is where the recognition comes in, but locally it's really going to help us. It's going to bring additional resources in to help. It's going to mean better training for our staff and our mentors, additional supports for our kids, and then obviously the NFL is a huge stage, so it's going to bring a lot of visibility to the work.
Nationally, the nonprofit will receive a $200,000 grant, and Friends of the Children focuses on young people who are facing obstacles, and it has professional mentors who help these kids as they grow. The NFL's Inspire Change program recognizes a select few nonprofit organizations throughout the country with the aim of reducing barriers to opportunity. Great to see some local nonprofits get love. Good morning, Northwest. Time is 6:42. We're taking a live look right now at the Skate Ribbon in Riverfront Park, where your family can enjoy a free Winterfest event today. It's presented by Spokane Public Schools and Launch Northwest. Families can enjoy the Luth Carousel, Skate Ribbon, and attend a conversation with cast members from Disney's The Lion King. You can see more details on KXLY.com. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
Hey, Chad here from the Easy Home Buyer. If you want to know how easy it is to sell your house fast, just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. It's that simple.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Thought they were out of style, huh? Well, check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Thank you. I got this. Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking Taylor Fit. DirecTV ain't playing.
They're playing football?
Well, yeah, obviously they're playing football, but they knew what I was talking about.
You look ridiculous.
I think you look nice.
Yeah, you look nice, too.
Out with the old,
And in with the new. Upgrade your home at an affordable price this year at Runge Furniture's January clearance sale. Right now, you can shop huge savings on stylish sofas, cozy sectionals and recliners, bedroom, dining room, all at low clearance prices. Start 2026 in a home you love at Runge Furniture in Coeur d'Alene. Shop price, shop selection, shop local. Shop Runge Furniture.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in the Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Avalanche, Red Wings, Rangers, Penguins on ABC and the ESPN app.
Welcome back. This morning, President Trump threatening to launch a new attack on Iran as Tehran's top diplomat warns they're prepared to immediately retaliate. Reports show more than 6,000 people have died since Iran's crackdown on nationwide protests. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in D.C. with the details.
Good morning. The president says he's had conversations with Iran over the past few days, and those talks are ongoing as the death toll continues to rise. This morning, Iran says they're prepared to retaliate against any U.S. attack as more American military assets arrived in the region.
We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them.
Trump is demanding that Iran take further steps to end its push to build a nuclear weapon. Writing on social media, quote, hopefully Iran will quickly come to the table and negotiate a fair and equitable deal.
Well, I told him 2 things. Number 1, no nuclear. And number 2, stop killing protesters. They're killing them by the thousands.
It comes as Special Envoy Steve Witkoff tells ABC News the president wants tensions with Iran to be settled diplomatically if possible.
On the other hand, sometimes you've got to show people with some force that peace inevitably happens through strength.
Meanwhile, the death toll continues to climb. Human rights groups warn more than 6,000 people have been killed, including nearly 100 children in Iran's crackdown on nationwide protest. President Trump has not yet authorized any military action against Iran, but the U.S. has been building up military assets in the region. There are currently around 35,000 U.S. troops stationed in the Middle East. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Back home here in the Northwest, our snow totals well below average, as you can probably tell, and that's led to the cancellation of the Priest Lake sled dog races. The Inland Empire Sled Dog Association says it assessed conditions, decided snow levels aren't sufficient enough for a safe race, and all entry fees will be refunded. You think the dogs are bummed or excited they don't have to work?
They're bummed.
They're bummed?
If I know anything about high-energy dogs, and I do.
You got your own high-energy dog?
Yeah, I got a couple. They're bummed. They're bummed for sure. It's just a bummer in general. I think a lot of, winter activities outside of some of the, snowmaking operations in some of the ski areas. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, we had those delayed. The ribbon was open, then closed.
Yeah, it's been a little bit difficult. Yeah. And we have, unfortunately, more difficulties to come when it comes to winter activities. If you've liked the warmth, though, there's a lot more of that to come in your forecast. Temperatures right now extremely mild for this time of the year. It's 39 in Spokane. It is 37 in Coeur d'Alene, 39 in Pullman, mid-40s in the LC Valley, mid-30s across the northern tier. After all of this wet weather overnight, we do have some fog and limited visibility around places like Moses Lake, Wenatchee, the Sandpoint area. Seen some fog around the Spokane River here in town. Other places like Colville, like Omak, also seeing limited visibility here this morning. Here are highs for this afternoon into the middle and upper 40s across much of the region. Low 40s as you track towards the international border. Upper 40s to low and even perhaps even mid 50s around places like the LC Valley for the afternoon hours. We have another round of rain on the way. The first round that was up early this morning has mostly moved on with the exception of around the Okanagan Highlands. Here's the next round, moving in to the coast here at this hour. We'll show you when it shows up here. With our chances for rain still continuing to be a decent odds here around Priest Lake, the Sandpoint area, and the rest of the northern panhandle. As we get into the early to mid-afternoon across the Columbia Basin, back to the Okanagan Highlands and the Cascades, we will see another chance for some more rain for the Spokane Coeur d'Alene corridor, the northern end of the Palouse, and then into northeast Washington and the northern panhandle as we head between 3 and about 6 p.m. That'll be our next round of wet weather, with those showers lingering in the North Idaho Mountains through much of the night. We'll start off dry on Saturday, but we may see a sprinkle or two at times, both Saturday and Sunday. Best chance of rain is going to be north of Highway 2 in those northern valleys all the way to the international border and beyond. Temperatures are going to stay warm, upper 40s, and we will stay at least the mid 40s for highs through the start of the week, and then strong high pressure takes over, and yes, 50s, a strong possibility for the middle of next week as it continues to stay warm across the western United States. We'll be right back with what you need to know this morning in the Morning Sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Avalanche, Red Wings, Rangers, Penguins on ABC and the ESPN app.
Idol blew up the internet as TV's #1 social show.
You're crazy talented, crazy unbelievable.
And Monday, some auditions will touch hearts.
That's about the most relatable song I've ever heard.
And others will take us to church.
Do not pass me by.
We pray for the standout. It's you.
Plus, an emotional return no one saw coming.
We've been waiting for you all day.
Welcome back.
It's more than a ring. It's more than a necklace. It's your life. And it's how you mark your moment. Whether it's a gift for yourself or an engagement ring, the moment needs to be unforgettable. Celebrate the moment. Tracy Jewelers.
Around Valfron Armstrong's open. He gets in. Backhanded score!
Saturday, January 31st at Numerica Veterans Arena, it's Military Appreciation Night presented by Pizza Factory. Your Chiefs play the Brandon Wheat Kings. They'll wear special jerseys to benefit the Washington State Fallen Heroes Project. The first 5,000 fans receive a jersey rally towel courtesy of Pizza Factory. And it's a family feast night. Military Appreciation, Saturday, January 31st, presented by Pizza Factory. Gates open at 5, puck drops at 6:05. Tickets at SpokaneChiefs.com.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the Morning Sprint. Now we continue to see unseasonably warm weather, and Matt Gray is here with when you could see 50-degree highs. But first, Hannah Joy's in studio tracking breaking news out of Minnesota.
Yeah, Rob, former CNN journalist Don Lemon is locked up. Lemon was taken into custody last night following anti-ICE protests that disrupted a Minnesota church service. Protesters say the pastor of the church is tied to ICE. Lemon says he was just there reporting and plans to fight the arrest. He will go before a judge this morning. Meanwhile, the countdown is on. Lawmakers race to avoid another government shutdown as Democrats say Department of Homeland Security funding should come with some changes to how ICE operates. This all plays out as a national strike is underway across the country today. Organizers are asking people to stay home from work, school, and shopping. So here at home, don't feel surprised if some local businesses are closed. It's all tied to recent ICE activity nationwide. It's important to note that this shutdown would look a little bit different than before if it actually happens. For example, SNAP benefits would not stop, but air travel could be disrupted and federal workers could miss a paycheck. For updates on how the House votes, tune in to Good Morning America.
After some rain overnight and cloudy skies, we are quite warm with a bunch of wet roads across the inland northwest. 39 already this morning in the Spokane area. And yeah, we are going to end up with temperatures sitting well into the 40s this afternoon. Also a better chance for some rain here as we head into the early to mid-afternoon. By the time we get past the morning commute, we'll dry out again and see some fog overnight.
Our snow totals have been well below average, and that's led to the cancellation of the Priest Lake sled dog races. The Inland Empire Sled Dog Association says it assessed conditions and decided snow levels aren't sufficient enough for a safe race. All entry fees will be refunded. Ramsey Elementary School in Coeur d'Alene placed on a safety hold yesterday afternoon when around 6 pounds of electronic blasting caps were brought to the police department for disposal. Police say demolition crews working at a home on East Lakeside Avenue found a safe in the basement of the property with the blasting caps inside around 12:15 p.m. Businesses in the area were alerted and streets temporarily closed as the Spokane Bomb Squad assisted Coeur d'Alene police with the blasting caps removal. Spokane Police Department says it arrested 5 teens for charges including kidnapping, assault, and robbery. The arrests come after police received a video showing a male being assaulted while restrained in a chair. The victim also threatened with guns. The suspects' ages range from 15 to 17. Now, 3 of their cases will be handled in Spokane Superior Court, while the other 2 will stay in juvenile court. A new bill in Idaho hopes to prevent convicted criminals from making money off of selling their stories. Sponsors of the bill say high-profile cases like Brian Kohberger's trial inspired the bill. Idaho's law currently only applies to reenactments of crimes, so legislators decided it was time to update the regulations. If it passes, it would go into effect of July this year. A proposed bill making its way through Olympia could make our streets safer. State lawmakers are considering lowering the legal blood alcohol limit from 0.08 to 0.05. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says a BAC of 0.05 can impact coordination and the ability to steer. The bill has already passed the Senate and now heads to the House. And if passed, Washington would join Utah as the states with the lowest legal limit in the country. Midwives across North Idaho seeing more expectant mothers seeking their services. State data shows out-of-hospital births increased by 2% in the Panhandle. Some North Idaho counties like Bonner seen increases of up to 5%. One reason is a growing interest in moms having babies outside the hospital. Another is a lack of access to care. While it can be challenging for midwives to keep up with the rising demand, they believe this is filling a growing need one birth at a time. And as we count down to Super Bowl 60, many fans cheering for the Seahawks as they get ready to take on the Patriots. But one Spokane charity, Friends of the Children, Eastern Washington, cheering for another reason. Its national chapter selected to receive a grant from the NFL's Inspire Change Initiative. The nonprofit will be receiving a $200,000 grant. And a live look at Riverfront Park free Winterfest event. We'll have details and a final check weather after this.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Andy's Heating, Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your comfort is Andy's priority, from installation to repair and even preventative maintenance. Andy's Heating, Cooling, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
It's Truck Month at Findlay Downtown Toyota, and that means our lot is stacked and packed full with over 100 of the best Toyota Tundras, Tacoma trucks, and SUVs. Plus, we have repriced all vehicles on our website. Just visit FindlayToyotaSpokane.com to get your best price from our great selection. And right now, you can delay all payments for 90 days. So if you're even thinking of a new truck for winter, come on down to Findlay.
We're drying out, at least temporarily, this morning around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but I would keep some sort of rain gear handy as you go about your days. We are going to see a better chance of rain again this afternoon, and then a slight chance of a shower from time to time through the weekend and into the first part of next week. Now, once we start clearing out a little bit next week and high pressure takes over, we're talking about some extremely warm weather with a very strong possibility that we hit 50 degrees at least one day, perhaps multiple days next week.
50 degrees in January. Unreal. Thanks for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest on KXLY. We'll see you throughout the day on GMA, which starts right now.